Tuesday in it, and it's time for another episode of Powerhouse, episode 9. I'm ready, man. We don't even know what we're talking about. We actually do. Kick it off, Paul Roberts. What are we doing today?
Episode 9. Give it there.
Boom.
August 21st. I got to tell you, we got a great event lined up where we're not just, lives will be changed. Lives are going to be radically changed August 21st. You're going to perform on a different level you never thought possible. I've got this exercise that I've been doing for 20 years. I'm going to go over that exercise with everybody, Brandon, in depth, get people to understand the decisions they're making, good and bad and ugly and great, and really, truly know what to fight for. I'm looking for fighters. And what was crazy, Young Money, is I was putting the schedule together and we're putting all the people on our team there. And I'm looking at the people on our team. And I've got this guy who was a professional basketball player. He's now an agent for basketball players that play overseas. And he's a little angry. He's a little mad. He's got something to prove. He wants to perform for a team. He wants to perform with people. And he's a fighter. And, he's got crazy goals. 5 transactions a month. 5 brand new people on his team a month. He's just going crazy, right? He's a fighter. He's in the fight. That gives me energy, right? Yeah. And then I got this other young lady. She's a widow, right? And no real estate experience, widow. And she's a fighter. You've met her. She smiles. She don't complain about life. She works hard. It's not like, sometimes when you meet people with challenges in their life, especially as bad as this one, within 5 seconds all their stuff. You've got to pull it out of her. You just know she likes to fight and win, right? Yep. And you want her on your team. We've got this other young lady. She's not been in real estate, but she owns over 20 properties. She invests in properties, and she's got something to prove. She just wants to get out there and do something to prove something to her family. Hey, look what I've done. Look what I've achieved. I got my man Pirtle.
JG.
Yeah, he didn't have a real estate license, and he's always been in real estate, but he's been performing as a solo person. He's out there in the world by himself, and when you're alone, it sucks. And now he's with us, and he wants to perform for us, and he's crushing it. I mean, I think he's at almost 5 transactions now.
I think so, and with a span of 5 months?
Yeah, 5 months, 5 transactions. Yeah. He's on fire. I have no doubt he's going to scale that to 5, 10 transactions a month. No doubt. Then I got you. Another one.
Young Money.
Yeah, you're the only one with real estate experience, but you have the same fight that they have, right? And you want to win. And that's what gives me energy, is to hang around people like that, as opposed to, we were just joking about, like, I'm getting tired of people saying, get in the right rooms, the right rooms. But I'm looking at some of their right rooms. Those aren't the right rooms. It's a bunch of people that made it 10, 15, 20 years ago and ain't doing crap. They ain't doing anything. Now, I don't care if you've been in the business 15, 20 years. As long as you're in the game, then that's the right room. Like Brent Gove's the right room.
Yeah.
Here's how I know this. He was at a meeting that you and I went to the other day. He got up on stage. He poured his heart out. He was transparent. He cried. He told us about his personal problems. But here's where I knew he was in the hunt. Homeboy texts me back every time. Every time. He's busy. I texted him, thanks for coming to Dallas. I sent him the picture of us together. I said, I appreciate you sharing your heart. You have an incredible ability to reach people. Thank you for your time. He texts me back. I've got people in between. Oh, by the way, Brent's not even in my hierarchy. Brent makes no money off of me. None. 0. Homeboy still texts me back. I got people in my group, they don't text back. I get nothing. I mean, and I don't mind if you don't text me back because I know you're busy, but a couple of text messages, yeah, you ain't in the hunt no more. Get out of my way. Yeah. You're of no use to me. I need people that are in the fight. And the reason I'm telling you this is I'm looking at the group that we've put together here, Young Money, and it feels good. Like, we're fighting, man. I was talking to Pastor Good on the way here. In fact, you and I were talking on the phone, and I looked down. Pastor Good's calling. I'm like, Brant, I got to go, man. When the pastor calls, everything stops. We answer the phone, and I answer the phone, and we start talking. I start telling him about our group. I'm telling him about Deco. I'm telling him about Young Money. I'm telling him about all of it. He goes, man, I love it. When can I get down there and meet all these winners? When can I get down there and meet all these people? Now, keep in mind, this is a guy that's friends with John Maxwell.
Yeah.
He is friends with John Maxwell. He's more excited to come hang out with y'all. Like his exact words were, he goes, Paul, those types of people give me energy. They keep me young. They keep me fired up. That's where I get all my energy from, is hanging out with people that got crazy goals, that want to do something different, that just want to make a change in this world, as opposed to, well, how do you do this? How do you do that? How do you do this? No one's asking that in our group. They're just saying, what can I do? I mean, that's one of the greatest things you can ask is, what can I do?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna throw a bunch of questions at you, okay? Or do you got something to say?
Man.
You feel like you got
I don't. Just
Nothing
taking
on
it
you?
in, man.
Okay, all right.
Sometimes the best things are left unsaid. You absorb the information, shut up, and take it in, man.
I hear it said all the time. You know, I don't get mad when people say, you know, my goal is financial freedom. I'm okay with that, but it doesn't really mean anything until you put a number on it.
Yeah.
But what is financial freedom? Why not just say your goal is freedom? What is freedom? Ultimate freedom is not living in fear, living with the end in mind. I spent so many years with great leaders that I really hate. And oh yeah, I've spent so many. This isn't a question. This is something that came to mind because I want people to live free. And what I mean by that is make a decision and go all out. I really just despise, and I'm not mad at anybody when they say it, when they say FOMO. FOMO. I'm like, you should never have FOMO. Make your effing decision. And if they're doing that over there, you made your decision to do this right here, right? Now, I get what people are saying by FOMO, and it's cute and it's funny, and I'm not mad at anybody for saying it. But at the same time, if your whole life is FOMO, something ain't right. Like, you got to be like fired up to the decision you made. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to win. I don't need to be over there doing that, right?
Yeah, because I think it's a comparison thing at that point. You got to be happy with where you're at and just know where you're going. So what am I fearing of missing out on? What's mine's already mine. I claimed it. So,
Yeah.
I mean, will it probably light an edge on you to probably work harder towards it? Yes, but I wouldn't call that FOMO. It's just what's already mine is mine, and I'm claiming it.
Yeah. And so, you know, but what is freedom? Being free of worry, being free of what other people think, being free of, oh my God, if I do this, it might fail, or what if I do this and it doesn't work? Just being free to just decide. Like if I said to you, now I'm going to ask you the question. If I said to you, Young Money, success is guaranteed, what would you do?
What would I do to get there? Or what would I do knowing everything is already here?
It's guaranteed. Success is guaranteed. What are you going to do?
Whatever I want.
No. Okay. When it comes to building your, okay, let me preface my question because I didn't get you. When it comes to building this business, and you come to me and say, "Hey, I want to build this business. I want 2,000 people in my culture.
Yeah.
I want to impact 5,000 people. I want to empower 10,000 people. Whatever you say." And I say, if success is guaranteed, what are you going to do to get that?
Everything I can to get towards it. Whatever I need to do.
What else?
What else am I gonna do?
Success is guaranteed. What are you gonna do?
I don't know, man.
You're gonna walk around like it's already happened.
Yes.
You're gonna wake up in the morning like it happened.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, every day is gonna be like, yep. Well, I'm gonna be successful today, so it doesn't matter. Go ahead.
You told me not to cuss, but I'm not gonna bitch. If I know success is guaranteed, I'm not gonna bitch about the little things, because I know it's already there.
Yeah. It's already there. and that's how you win all the time. I know you watched, or you know of the New England Patriots. They were down by 72 points, whatever, a crap load of points after halftime. No way they're going to win. They're going to lose, right? But they come out on the field. They had swagger when they walked out. They were calm. They just knew they were going to win.
Yeah.
If one of them would have had fear that they ain't going to win, they'd never won. So think about that. So maybe we work without fear. Yeah. Right? Like, how many times do you hear from people on your team say, well, I've tried that 4 times, and it just didn't work?
Tried 5 times.
Thank you. Yeah, excuse me, I said sex. If sex is guaranteed, Brandon, what are you going to do?
I'm married, sir.
Oh, I got a cough, and saying success is very difficult. Let's try that over again, okay? If success is guaranteed, what are you going to do? You're going to go all in. Right? You're going to give it everything you got. So why not behave that way first, right? Why not just say, hey, I'm going to behave that way first? Could you imagine the amount of questions they could have had on the sideline? Like, how in the hell? This team just whopped us. Yeah. How are we going to turn that around? But they didn't. Now we're going to win. And I look at you, and you have that kind of philosophy of life. We don't have all the pieces put together. We haven't figured it all out. I'm just going to win. You know, it's like you and I putting on these workshops, and they've been a huge success the last couple of months. Massive success. The hearts we've touched, the people we've impacted, the people we're going to impact. And, you know, you and I both know behind the scenes, it's a jacked up mess. Like, I do not like the sign-up sheet we have. I hate it. It makes me want to puke every time I look at it. You know what I'm saying? I don't like this. I don't like that. You know, it's like we're just, and you and I talk about that, like, oh, we got to fix this. We got to fix that. But as we are upset about that behind the scenes, we're still seeing success here.
Yeah, because we're getting 1% better every time. So each event we do is going to be better and better. That means more lives impacted. You know, more people we get to help out, and more people we welcome into the community.
Yeah.
The power of doing one more.
Yeah.
That's something, because I mow the lawn, and a lot of people ask me questions. Hey, why don't you pay someone to mow the lawn? It's because it's my therapeutic time where I get my steps in. No one talks to me. I don't talk to anybody. I talk to myself and I listen. And I was listening to this podcast. And it was talking about, it was Ed Milet. It was talking about his father, who was an alcoholic, and I guess something happened, and his father told Ed, like, hey, you know, I'm gonna quit drinking, and I'm gonna try it one more time. And I think he asked a question of, hey, you know, how long are you gonna keep this up for? And his father responded back, I don't know, one more day. I'm just trying for one more day. And that was the philosophy every time he woke up. All right, I'm gonna be sober for one more day. And I think that can be applied to business, life, relationships, whatever. It's the power of doing one more. Yeah. That one graphic of that guy mining for diamond or gold, and he's right there. If he just did it one more time, all of his efforts would have been paid for. But people give up before they see the results. But they just have to understand it's there for you to take it. You just had to keep going. If you had that, I mean, do you think Michael Jordan ever came to play basketball and say, I'm going to lose today? Absolutely not. Did he lose? Yes. But look at what the track record he's had. You know, 6-0 in the finals. He's Michael Jordan. Damn it. Like, you know, do you think he ever had doubts? Probably, but he still went and did it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think with Kobe Bryant, too, like we're talking about Kobe Bryant, and you know, what Kobe Bryant loves the most is he wakes up at 4:30, does his workout, and then by the time he starts his second workout, people are just waking up or doing their first workout. So he's mentally trained himself and physically trained himself to do it. Did he have any doubts? Probably not, because he did the damn work.
Yeah.
You know, I think that's what we all need to do is when you have doubts, just do the damn activity.
Yeah.
You know, activity cures all, prospecting cures all. Whatever you do, just do that one more rep and you'll get where you need to go.
Yeah. And it's having that thought process of, you know, whose thought process you're relying on. Mm-hmm. I want to rely on Michael Jordan's thought process of we're just going to win. The fact that, you know, and I keep going back to the Patriots. And by the way, I can't stand the Patriots. Sorry if you're a Patriots fan. But nothing against them. I just had a stepfather that was a Patriots fan. And I just can't. He was so loud and obnoxious. I was like, shut up, dude. I don't like you. So therefore, I just didn't like the Patriots. But I love their organization, the coach, and all that. Anyhow, but I think about it, Brandon, is you got these men lining up for offense and defense, right? And every time it was, you know, hut, hike, they all had to be in sync that we're going to win, you know, and you couldn't have any of them saying, well, what if we don't? And that's what you and I are building. That's the culture we're building, is we're building a group of fighters, someone like a Denise who's a widow, who even though she's got so many things going on in her life that most don't understand, the battles that she's dealing with on a minute-by-minute basis, not daily, but by minute. But she's still in the game with us. She's still in the hunt with us. She still wants to fight with us. She still wants she wants to help make everybody around her better. And then, of course, we got Deco, you know, you, Pirtle, and it's just everybody wants to make everybody better. And when you do that, that's the power of other. Dr. Henry Cloud talks about it in all his books. And the power of other will set you free because it holds you to a higher responsibility. I have a responsibility to, you know, the basics of life. You know, I want to feed my family. I want to do this. But who do you have a responsibility to that's going to drive you even further, right? That make you do other things. Like I hang out with you because you got big goals, crazy goals. I want to see those come to fruition. So that means I got to get out of bed early. That means I got to read in the morning as opposed to watching the news. I got to focus on great things in my life to make sure I say the right things to you, right? And it's just this power of other people in my life that make me want more. Rick from studioUSA, I want this man to be known from everywhere, from every end of the earth about what great work he does. So therefore it drives me to work harder, to do more, to bring more people into our system to make that greater. Does that make sense?
Yeah, absolutely. We perform harder for others than we do ourselves sometimes.
Always. Always. And when we live in this little world of I just need education, it only goes so far. It will never take you to the next level. Never, never, never. Whoever said knowledge is power, I don't know who started that, but that person needs to be heard. like really, really bad. Like knowledge is not power. It
Is
really
execution?
isn't. Execution is power.
I think they left a few words out, man.
They did. They left a few words out, and everybody ran with it, just like everybody saying stupid stuff. You got to be in the right room. Well, look at the morons in that room. I don't want to be in that room. Everybody's retired and old and stupid in that room. They're sitting around talking about the good old days. I don't want to hear about the good old days. I want to hear where Young Money's going. I want to hear where Marte's going. I want to hear what he wants to do. I want to hear how he wants to make his mom proud. That's the shit I want to hear.
Yeah.
Well, back when we were doing it, you know, it was a different world.
We had newspapers and dial-ups.
Y'all remember 2008? God, shut up. Who are you trying to prove? You know, just stop it. I want to know where you're going, when you're going to get there. And the great philosopher, I put him up there with William Shakespeare. Axl Rose once said, "It's easy to be hungry when you ain't got shit to lose." That's who I hang out with.
Yeah.
I look at my people. I shouldn't say my people. I'm not Jesus. I look at the people I hang out with. I look at my people. Look at all my people that I've created, Brandon. Shut up. You ain't Jesus. I hang out with some people, Scrib, Young Money, and they fire me up because they're talking about where they're going.
Yeah.
Right? Someone came to me once and said, "Hey, do you realize that Pastor Goad is older than you?" And I said, "Uh-uh." "And do you know, like, he's older than you?" I go, "I didn't really I've never put that together that Pastor Goad was older than me. I don't look at it. I don't look at him as being older than me." And the guy says, "Do you know why?" I said, I don't know why. Why do I not know he's older than me? Because he's always talking about where he's going. Usually people at his age keep telling you where they've been in the good old days, and it's just never going to be the same. This man, so I am blessed that I get to hang out with you.
I love that, man, because that was part of the podcast I was listening to as well. Like, quit talking about the past. You don't want to hang out with those type of people, you know, because they're not going anywhere. And you just hit the nail right on the head. You need to hang out with people who are thinking about the future, the present, not the past.
Yeah.
The past is already done. What are we doing now? So I love the fact you said that.
I don't mind when people get up and talk about what they did.
Yeah.
But don't polish it off with the good old days. Don't polish all back when we would talk to each other. We weren't on the phone doing this. Dude, we were reading magazines. We were doing stupid crap, you know? Like, I hate when my generation makes fun of your generation about all y'all do is do this. Do you know what my generation did? Yeah. We got the Rolling Stone, and we flipped the page like this. You know? We was just as enamored with. In fact, we were obsessed because we knew when that Rolling Stone was coming out, and we showed up at 7-Eleven early to make sure we would get there to understand why Van Halen broke up. We had to know. And that was where you got the news, was right there. So we was just as jacked up as y'all. We waited in line for that bull crap. At least y'all are smart enough to sit in your house and do this. You know what I'm saying? In AC, you know, we were out there smoking cigarettes and getting high before the 7-Eleven opened to try to figure out our news.
Was that before school or?
It was always before. So that was champagne too, man. A couple bottles of champagne before school, a little Donkey Kong and Centipede. We were rocking.
Let's go, baby.
Show up at fourth period and wonder why you ain't passing.
Let's go.
Where were we going with that, Scrib? Oh, hanging out with people that know where they're going, where they're headed. And that's just more fun.
Yeah.
God. And that's why I always say this, and I said it when I was broke, and I'm going to say it to you, and I'm going to say it to everybody I come in. Enjoy the journey. The destination ain't what you think. It just isn't. It's a very weird place. My destination, if you will, is when my company got bought. They put me on that private plane, and my heart was touched. And I love it. And I don't ever want to give that back. But when it was all said and done, and the noise went down, and the crowd went down, it was like, what next? What am I going to do?
Yeah.
Right? And that's when I found you. Because I had to find what's next. It couldn't be just, what am I going to watch that video every week? Look what I did. You know, look what I did. Look what I did. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'll go watch it every once in a while. When I'm down and out, that just motivates me. But I can't show everybody that and talk about it. You know, I've only shown 4 people that video.
Really?
Yep.
Oh, damn. Thank you, man. I'm one of the 4.
I've only shown 4 people that video. Because I don't want to be that person that goes around and just talks about what happened.
Yeah.
I wanted to find a new group of people to fight with and for. And what I'm trying to say in all of this, Mr. Young Money, is this. You're building a massive team. Here's all you got to do. Go find you another fighter like you. Go find you someone like you that just said, hey, coach, put me in. Which way do I run? Where do I need to put a hole through that wall or that wall? Just tell me which one. Not, well, when I run through the wall, is it brick or is it asphalt? Is it sheetrock? I need to know before I run through it. Just know I'm just going to run through it. Mm-hmm. That's who you need to line up with, those people. And then once you find that person, then it starts to multiply. because that person will find someone just like them. And it just keeps going and going and going. Then you're going to look up and look around and say, man, I've got a group of fighters, man. Like, don't mess with us.
Yeah.
Don't mess with a group of people that ain't got shit to lose. That when they fight like that, get out of their way.
They always say, man, the most dangerous man is the one who has nothing to lose.
Yeah, it's that way with everything. So that's what we're building. That's what we're building August 21st. And let me say this exercise that we're doing where you are going to take a really an inventory, if you will, of your life. And we're going to do it together, okay? We're actually doing it right there live. I've been doing this for 20 years. It is the most moving thing you'll ever see. People are going to thank us when they leave, like, man, a weight's been lifted off my shoulders, or, wow, now I know how to do this. Now I know how to do that. And they're going to fight so hard. And we're going to do that on August 21st.
Yes, we will.
Then we're going to talk to Ernesto. Ernesto came here. Tell about Ernesto's story.
Ernesto came here from Venezuela. Him and his wife. Well, actually, no, he met his wife here, actually. But, real humble guy. Was a dentist, making a good living in Venezuela. Status, if you want to call it, right? Came here for asylum, and he became a Uber driver. Yeah. Imagine that. Being a dentist in your own country, now coming here to the States and you're an Uber driver. Some could look at that as degrading. Some could feel like shit about it, but not him. He just knew what he had to do, and now look at him. Him and his wife run a very successful commercial and residential team. He is spoken public about it. He is in a lot of meetings, meeting a lot of people. He's a fighter. Yeah. He's definition of a fighter right there, man. And then with Gabby's story as well, it's incredible. Yeah. Folks who establish, or what's the word I'm looking for? Yeah, we'll just establish their careers in a different country and coming over here and starting from ground zero, basically. But they never complained. They knew what they had to do. They knew success was already there, so they worked towards it. Yeah. And now look at them. So imagine where they'll be in 5 years. Yeah. They have a beautiful family of 2 kids. Can't wait to see what those kids do when they grow up. It's the type of community that we have, and it's just a beautiful place, a beautiful thing. And you surround yourself with the right people, not the right rooms. Right.
Yeah, the right people. I would rather line up. I got nothing against Tony Robbins. He's tall. But I would rather line up in line to shake your hand and ask you what you're doing versus Tony. And I got nothing against Tony. Again, he's really tall. But that's just not the right room for me. Yeah. The right room for me is not a bunch of real estate agents that have been doing this for. I don't give a crap about your experience. Tell me you're hungry. Tell me there's more inside of you. Tell me you want to do more. If you lead off with experience, you've already lost me. There's 2 things where they lose me. He or she's well educated. I'm lost. Done. I'm out. You're probably too stupid. That's how you got so educated. So I'm done. Or they lead off with the amount of experience they have. Neither one of those tells me a thing. What tells me something is where you're going, what you're going to do, and the way you speak to people. Do you lift people up with your words? Do you listen to people? Are you kind? Those are way more valuable than all that other stuff. So I'm very leery, especially when they're all jumping on the bandwagon of being in the right room because they're just trying to sell a damn ticket. You know what I'm saying? Okay, great. You're trying to sell a ticket. But at the same time, I got to go back to something.
So, and just to preface, our event is free, so we're not selling a ticket, but you need to be in our room.
I actually looked at trainingisfree.com. It's taken, damn it, because all my training is always going to be free. I will never, if I train for anything, the only time I train for something is I might say, hey, $50 deposit, you show up, I'll give you $50 back. I might do that. But training is free. If they're all pushing all this money, they just trying to make, and hey, I used to run conventions. I've sold tickets. And when they say to you, we break even on this thing, that's a lie straight from the pit of hell. Do the math, add people up in the room, add the 30% that aren't in the room, because those bought tickets. You see where I'm going with this? Yeah. Training is free, right? Because I want it, if I got to charge you for training, then really am I that interested in your success? Where am I going to get my reward? My reward should come if you're successful.
Correct.
Yeah, so my heart's there. I want to train. I want to help you there. Unless we're giving away something valuable. Like my man, Rick from studioUSA, he's giving away stuff. Your tangible stuff you can walk away with. The training, that's a value. It's totally, completely different. But I want to say this, because I remember John Maxwell said this years ago. He said, every time I get done writing a book, I don't even like the book anymore because I learned so much from writing the book that I already know more and I'm ready to write my next book. And sometimes he won't even read the book. He's done. He moves on, writes the next book. And I kind of thought about that with you and I with our workshops. We get our workshop. We're not even done with this workshop. This workshop hasn't even began. And me and you and Rick have already picked out the next workshop. And I'm almost mad because I think that workshop's going to be better than this workshop. You see what I'm saying? It's like, ha, oh, ha, you know what I'm saying? And that's who I hang out with. I love that stuff. I want to hang out with people like that as opposed to, man, we're going to rest our laurels on this one workshop and life is done and that's it. We're planning for the next one.
Well, it's because we're planning on helping more people, man.
Yes.
That's what it is. That's what it comes down to. You know, like we're here to help more people. This one workshop's going to help some people, and this workshop's going to help more people, and then it just keeps on going and going and going and going.
Yeah, and that's why I know these are going to be great because we're already excited into the future, and we're not even. Wait a minute, hang on. We still got one coming up next week. We got to focus on that one.
Yeah.
We got to get the itinerary done. We got the itinerary done for the next one. We got to work on this one. And it's just that's what you want, as opposed to, like I saw someone post today. I'm gonna keep my fingers crossed this contract goes through. No, man, be thinking 10 contracts away. Say it.
No, I said that's exactly, man. You can hope, you can pray, you can do whatever you want. If that contract's going to fall through, it's going to fall through.
Yeah.
So why are you resting everything all on one? You should have multiple lined up. Take care of the one that's currently under contract, but you should be able to look at the other ones too and go fishing.
I remember you telling me, like, if this one falls off, it's okay, I got 5 more. That's what people need. You know, not, oh my God, I got to pay my bills with this one. Scrib or Young Money's like, I got 5 others, I'm good.
Well, it's not even that, man. You can't rest your laurels on one.
Yeah.
You know, you have to keep hunting.
And what's funny is your attitude is that way, and most of yours fall your way. Yeah. Like a couple of weeks ago, we were in here, and that deal fell your way, and you were like, I'm going to remove myself from the outcome, and I'm going to go over here because I got other deals over here. I'm removing myself from here, and because you removed yourself from here, that ended up falling back to you.
Yeah, and I feel so much better because I'm not bogged down or anchored down by a certain outcome. I can't control it. Can I do my best to influence? Yes, but whatever happens is going to happen. So what am I doing here? Let's go focus on the other folks I need to help because I'm not needed right now over here, you know?
This is so far off topic from what we were talking about.
I know.
This is next week's. I love this.
Yeah.
Removing yourself from the outcome. I watch you do it.
Yeah.
And if you could just somehow, Young Money, get that into other people as we're building this thing and get them to think that way, they're going to be crazy successful.
Well, Marte's an example right now. He started posting real estate videos. He told me he's here right now. He was saying, hey, you know, I didn't like the way my voice sounds. But then I realized I talk to people all day. So F it. I'm going to record that video. And he's put out 2 so far. So great job, Marte Hunter.
I'm laughing so hard because most of the people that tell me that do the most talking. I'm like, well, shut up. Not you, Marte. Not you, Marte. We love you, bro. but that happens a lot. I hate my voice. Like, you talk a lot. Oh, we fell off here. Get us back on course, Zach. August 21st, Ernesto's going to talk, and I think you have to hear stories like this. Stories are the most powerful thing in the world. Jesus spoke in stories. Stories are so powerful because when you're listening to Ernesto, you realize, okay, homeboy was a doctor, comes back, now he's an Uber driver, didn't give a crap. Didn't give a crap. And now he's successful, crazy successful in real estate. And then we're going to have my man Rick from studioUSA. He's going to do some, he's going to ask people 5 questions. He's going to film their content right there. Boom, 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 boom. And if you show up on August 21st, my man Rick is going to give you a special promo, a special deal for the next one. That is incredible. Like, I'm excited about it. You've been watching me arm wrestle Rick, trying to get him to bring his prices down. Right?
Oh my gosh.
You've been watching me, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it's been hard. And he'll say, no, we got him down, didn't we? We got him, didn't we? So we got him, so show up, because I'm telling you, he's ready. I don't want him to change his mind. He's got a little bit of time to change his mind, but if you show up, he ain't changing his mind. Don't worry about it.
I can't believe you just said that live, dude.
So we got that, and then tell us what you're finishing up with, young man.
Finishing up, I mean, it kind of ties everything back in, man. Your stories is worth a lot. Don't discredit yourself. You'd be surprised by how many people actually give a shit about you.
Yeah.
You know, and it's going to be talking about how can we use that to help you make more money.
Yeah.
But ultimately also help others and help yourself. I think you'll feel better if you kind of just, you know, release whatever is holding you back and just lean into it.
Okay.
Right? the power of your story. How can I use that to do more transactions, build a team? Because everyone needs to know who you are before they decide to even want to work with you. Otherwise, they can just call Joe Blow down the street. Hey, ring, ring, help me out. No, we're going to be talking about how we can actually use this to your advantage. Because at the end of the day, man, you're a person. You're a human being. Lean into that. It's powerful. Why are we trying to be so superficial with all this here, and there? Like,
we're all jacked up.
Exactly. Who are we trying to prove it to? You know, like if you're going to be someone you're not, your client's going to sniff that out right away. And plus, just think about all the emotional baggage and just how mentally exhausting that's going to be. I'm putting on a facade and a mask when I just come just the way I am. We had an interview with an agent that's joining our team. You know what he was so happy about? That I came in wearing shorts and a polo.
Nice.
He goes, wow, you guys are real laid back here. You're not wearing a suit. You know, all the girls aren't, you know, dolled up, this and that. Y'all are just normal people. I was like, yeah, man, it's fucking 100 degrees outside. Dude, like I'm wearing shorts, you know, and he loved that about us. And it just goes to show you that authenticity matters. It works. Why are we running away from it?
I love it.
So that's what I'm going to be talking about. So come August 21st, come hang out with the crew.
Hang on, let's do something. I want to do something we've never done before, okay?
Yeah.
Hopefully Zach's okay with this. We're going to do a little promo video for August 21st.
Go for
We're
it.
going to do it live.
All
right. We're going to screw this up good.
Let's go for it.
Zach, you okay with that?
I'm so ready.
Yeah, I know Rick is because he checked out. He left after I said prices. In fact, I think he broke something and walked out. So we're just going to run with it, okay?
Okay.
So we're going to start off with me, Zach, on the camera. Is that cool?
Yep.
And then I'm going to get done talking about that. You're going to talk about Ernesto.
Okay.
And then you're going to flip it back to me, and I'm going to flip it back to you real quick, and you're going to talk about how you're going to wrap it up.
Sure.
And how if they don't show up, they're going to miss it.
All right.
Because you're a jacked up son of a bitch, and they need to see you.
Let's go.
All right. You ready, Zach?
Ready.
August 21st, you do not want to miss this event that we have put on. I'm going to do an exercise with you that's going to radically change your life. And you're going to find something deep within you that you didn't know you had. Every great leader has inner peace. People follow that inner peace. You can be the charismatic leader. You can be the quiet leader. It don't matter. As long as you have inner peace, people follow you. And I'm going to help you find that August 21st when we do our work, when we do this exercise together. And then Brandon, tell us, or Young Money, tell us about what's going up next after that.
Yeah, just to give you a lineup of how powerful stories are. We have a man from Venezuela, used to be a dentist, comes over here to America and starts his life over as an Uber driver. How humbling is that? And then you get to hear his story and now how him and his wife run a very successful commercial and residential real estate business, all because they didn't give up. That's powerful. And that's the type of people that's going to be in this room. You're going to learn from others, hear their stories, and learn how to make your story impactful and to make money. Because at the end of the day, we need to take care of ourselves. Money, money, money in a good way.
And then my man Rick from studioUSA is going to pull some people up, and he's going to ask you 5 simple questions. You already know the answers to them. We're going to email you in advance what the questions are, so you're going to be able to cheat, which I love. And he's going to run through it real quickly. He's going to help brand you. You're going to look amazing. It's going to look phenomenal. You're going to be able to leave with some cool content that day. And then I'm going to introduce you to some fighters that we have on this team, some people that and we want you, if you're a fighter, and you want to fight with us, and you believe that there's another level inside of you, if you believe that there's something inside of you that needs to come out and you just need the right team to perform for, you're going to love this team that we've ensembled and hang out with us. I promise you that. And then my man, Young Money, is going to wrap it up.
And then we'll have a presentation by moi, and we're going to talk about your story and how your story matters and how we can use that to change your life. There's a lot of fake things going around, lots of shiny objects that people are losing the fact of authenticity sells, and we're going to make it work for you. I can make it work for myself, so can you. There's countless of others who have done it, so why can't you? So come August 21st, come hang out with us, laugh, eat, drink, do some work.
Free food.
And hang out and have some fun.
Oh, and they get to take a picture with Ali and Muhammad and Tyson.
Yep, they do.
Yeah. Rick's going to have a little area for them where they get to have the little photo booth and take a picture with them. Yeah.
Cool.
Thinking about transparent, we just did this on the fly.
Yeah,
I bet Zach's happy because we don't have to shut this down and do it again. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Now it's probably messing up our live feed, but I don't care.
Whatever. We'll be here next week. Yeah. Right.
Well, I think we will be.
Yeah.
Rick might get rid of us. That might have been the ending.
Well, here we go.
Hey, we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see how we did. If we jacked it up real bad, we won't be here. If not, see you guys next Tuesday. Boom.
Boom.